before. I like to pull up your Wikipedia page and look for weird shit. That's just the way my brain works. And so I have a game for you that I've written today. It's called It's Okay in Here. Do you guys know what Ohio's state motto is? It's one of these four things. Is it with God all things are possible? United we stand, divided we fall? Crosswords of America? Or all right, here's what the state...
You installed this?
Even had a few screws left over.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you can get quality and savings.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
State seal looks like, it's got some weird black sun rays and stuff. But my favorite part is it looks like you were harvesting arrows for the war. It's like, oh, the war is coming in nicely this year. Let's talk about Kentucky now. Great. Pat, one guy. Do you know what the word Kentucky means? Also an indigenous word. Does it mean land of meadows, land of many fields, land of our fathers, or land of our in-laws? Which one is it? How confident are you guys? Not. Great news. If you answered anything, you are correct. Maybe. We don't know. We genuinely don't know. So it is possible. All four of these are posited as actual possibilities. So there's... Iroquois, Mohawk, and Shawnee words that all sound close to that. But my favorite one is the Ojibwe word, which means land of in-laws, which means it is possible that the state of Kentucky is the official state of, sure, my mom can stay with us, right? I already told her yes. That's a great name for a state. I love that. All right, and the Kentucky seal is on the flag, but the seal is excellent, so let's talk about it. What is on it? Is it two men, different men doing a business, a fist holding a star, a hawk holding arrows, or a man wrestling a bear? I should have mentioned this earlier, it's never four. So it's number 4. 1 and 2? Yeah, not that confident here. I know you guys are all Ohioans now, I can tell. Yeah, it's number 1. It is two different men doing a business. This is what it looks like. There's a guy in like tuxedo like he's about to play piano, and the other guy came from some sort of Renaissance festival or whatever, a reenactment, a Daniel Boone thing. Anyway, just a couple fellas. That's the thing. That's your guy. And there's no word about who they are. They're like, please draw two men. And they have nothing in common, which I like about them. So I assume they're shaking hands, that it's probably a drug deal. That's my guess. This reads drug deal to me, for sure. The guy came in from the woods and gave him whatever he needed. I like that for his fancy party. But also it's kind of like saying, like, inside everybody in Kentucky there are two wolves. Fancy man and outdoors man. Those are your options. But here's what I found that I love. There's an older version. That's the current version, but before they specified that it was outdoorsy man and fancy man, there was a slightly different thing. The seal looked like this. Both fancy men, both fancy boys, yeah, much more intimate. This is a hell of a pose. They are definitely, may I have this dance? That is the seal. The slogan on this one should be, united we tango, divided we fall, for sure. But did you know there's an even older version? The original version of the seal looks like this. That's so much more intimate. Each one, every time you go back a level, they're getting closer. If I go further, do they kiss? Is there a seal where they're bareback in the woods? I don't know. Oh man. So this is like the seal of Kentucky is 200 years of them going, look, I mean, they're not gay, just so you know. 200 years. Every year, they're like, no, put them further apart. The next seal, they'll be on like opposite sides of different seals. They're just friends.
Say hello to Sara Lee Half Loaves. Half a loaf, all the love.
When it was time to add my son to our car insurance, I was scared to even think about my wallet.
All right, let's talk about your river again, the Good River. So how much of the Ohio River belongs to Ohio? Is it everything from the middle towards the state? The whole thing from end to end? Basically none, or Ohio owns any river it wants. What do you think? Yeah, 3, this one's none. This is so good. So the Ohio River belongs to West Virginia and Kentucky, and you guys are still mad about it, which I think is reasonable. What happened was it used to be the Virginia Territory, and it was in the middle, and then when they split them up, the wording was confusing, and the water moved a little bit, and so now it's everybody else's river. But you keep trying. Every 10 years, you sue all the way up to the Supreme Court to get the river back. And they say no, but keep fighting. It's not a great river, but you deserve it. It's got your name on it, so keep going. That should be the slogan of this. In the Ohio River, a Kentucky joint. I just think that's funny. All right, but my favorite tributary, obviously, is the Licking River. Obviously, I had to click on that. Why is it called the Licking River? Is it because that's the Seneca word lick, meaning slow river? Is it because animals lick the trees near the river? Is it because the rapids will beat you up, like lick you in a non-sexual fashion? Or is it because they lick you in a sexual fashion? What do you think? It's never 4. Oh yeah, you guys don't know this one as confidently. All right, you guys are definitely fading. Yeah, it's the number 2. So this is true. You knew it, thank you. So what happened is there's like some salt springs nearby, and so salt gets on the trees, and like the animals come down and they lick the salt off the trees. But also, the river has different forks, which means you could be forking and licking at the same time. And also, there's a lot of chub in it. There's a lot of fish in the river that are chub, which means if you like chub licking, that's also an option for you. So I love that. Cincinnati's cool. It's got a lot of great nicknames. I've heard of Cincy before. I had never heard Athens of the West. I like that. I also like the Paris of America, where they're like, any city we've heard of, we'll just say you're that. Porkopolis is pretty sick.
A lot of dry rubs out there, but they're nothing like the dry rubs in here. Get Zaxby's famous fingers and wings in savory.
Now Never a dull moment in the world of rock music. Machine Gun Kelly just released his highly anticipated new collaboration with Limp Bizkit's legendary frontman Fred Durst. Now, they'd been teasing this for weeks, sharing pictures from the music video set. I was really looking forward to hearing what this song sounded like, and just as I had hoped, this is very much a heavy nu metal track, and MGK says this is the first song from the upcoming record, and if this is a sign of things to come, I'm definitely very excited and looking forward to hearing what he has coming out next. The music video looks great. He worked with his longtime collaborator, Sam. He's done his documentary with him as well. And you're seeing this first on Rockfeed because tomorrow everybody's going to be talking about this. Some very interesting lyrics in this song that seem to be pointing at a former collaborator from MGK, none other than Youngblood, who we've talked about also a lot here on this channel. Youngblood has been building a lot of momentum in his career over the last couple of years. That massive, powerful tribute to Ozzy Osbourne changes at Ozzy's final show definitely changed the trajectory of his career, but he's also faced criticism from some of his peers in music like Justin Hawkins from The Darkness and his popular podcast Justin Hawkins Rides Again. Now, as we previously discussed, Hawkins pointed out that Youngblood was previously a Disney kid. Remember that little detail because it's going to be important later. So the post reads, quote, I see one particular line is going over your heads. One particular line going over your heads. Some fans are convinced they know exactly who that line is aimed at. Youngblood, the British rock star, a former collaborator of MGK. These two were friends going all the way back to 2019 when MGK and Youngblood first teamed up on the single called I Think I'm Okay, along with Blink-182 drummer Travis Barker. The song exploded, it went 4 times platinum, and it was a big part of MGK's pivot from hip-hop to pop-punk, also helping to launch Youngblood into the American mainstream. A year later, they followed it with Acting Like That. MGK told NME their friendship was like Elton John and Jimi Hendrix. Youngblood said MGK was the reason rock and roll was back. And then, without warning, it all came to an end. There wasn't any public fallout, there wasn't a statement, seemingly no feud, just a lot of silence. They stopped talking about each other. 2 of the biggest acts in rock music seemingly went their separate ways. Until about 7 months ago. That's when Youngblood sat down with Steve-O on his podcast, and he was asked about MGK. He said the following, which was interesting.
Do you know what? Like again, like early in the day, that he was really supportive of me. You know what I'm saying? Like really young, sure. And I love him for that.
He says he was supportive of him, and they, I guess, went in different directions, which is fine. And while Youngblood kept things diplomatic with Steve-O, things took a bit of a sharper turn on another podcast, the very popular Osbourne's podcast, hosted by Sharon and Kelly. And what happened on that episode sure seems like it was squarely aimed at one person. You let me know what you think. Kelly Osbourne looked Youngblood in the eye at one point and said,
because you have such a sense of style that has been ripped off.
Yeah.
Ripped off? By whom? She never said. But Youngblood's response was interesting. He immediately pointed out his signature pink.
If you look at my pink, this is my favorite pink, and that came from Jamie Reed, Sex Pistols pink. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because I loved that. That was it, and that's why I wear this specific pink.
Interestingly enough, there was one artist in the rock world who had, for a time, built his entire brand around the color pink. Oh yeah, MGK, Machine Gun Kelly. Pink hair, pink guitar, pink everything. He literally named his 2022 documentary Life in Pink. The pink era started in 2020, immediately after he and Youngblood had worked together. So when Kelly Osbourne says someone ripped off Youngblood's style and Youngblood is defending where his pink came from, seems like there was one very obvious person in the room they were talking about without saying his name. And now, tonight, the highly anticipated track is finally out everywhere in the world. And this is where things get really interesting. MGK has seemingly responded, and there is not much ambiguity here. Because here's what MGK appears to be referencing. Youngblood was, in fact, a Disney kid. Because here's what MGK appears to be referencing. Youngblood was, in fact, a Disney kid. In 2016, Youngblood played a character named Oz on a Disney UK original series called The Lodge, a full-blown Mickey Mouse kid. And according to multiple reports, Youngblood was also in private school. Mickey Mouse, private school, trying to be an outlaw. MGK didn't name him, he didn't have to. Every word of the lyric lines up with Youngblood's resume. A Disney Channel actor, turned rock star, raised in private education, now apparently leading the charge on rock and roll authenticity. And Machine Gun Kelly just put it in a song with Fred Durst of Limp Bizkit hyping him up in the background. Interesting tidbit there. Youngblood was scheduled to be on tour with Limp Bizkit late last year and abruptly dropped off the tour. And as of tonight, Youngblood has not responded. I am telling you, you're going to be seeing everybody talking about this tomorrow. I want to know what you think down in the comments below.
You can catch me on tour with Shinedown all across.
Style and substance in the GMCC.
Not like y'all, I'm done trying. I tried dying enough times. 8 lives, I used all those. I'm on 9. What's 2020? Cause I'm back outside, ain't got nothing to do except piss y'all off. Cause I got nothing to lose. So